What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy, and tuned into another episode of House of Kollasus, man. On today's episode, I'm going to bring you guys 10 fragrances that I will never stop recommending. To all my subscribers that's just coming back, checking out the channel, I appreciate you guys. If you're new to the channel, here on House of Kollasus, what we do is anything men's fragrance, from reviews, discoveries, hauls, just an overall experience of men's fragrance. If that's something that you so happen to want to be into, hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there at the bottom. I appreciate you, and thanks for rocking out with me. Alright, so I got 12 fragrances with 2 honorable mentions. I'll let you know why they're honorable mentions, so let's start with those first. Honorable mention number 1, Dior Sauvage. Why Dior Sauvage is an honorable mention is simply because it's self-explanatory. It's mass appealing. It's a compliment monster. It smells great. Point blank period. It is an awesome fragrance. Still kind of expensive. I think you can get this. I think starting price for this is like 95 bucks. I have the EDT version, which is the loudest, I would say. Any one of them will be, any formulation will be good, whether you do the EDT, whether you do the Eau de Parfum, or just a parfum concentration. Is just a solid, I shouldn't say solid, it's a great fragrance and something I believe every man should have in their collection, and obviously it's gonna be something I'm gonna always recommend. So that first honorable mention is Dior Sauvage, not because it's not great, but it's self-explanatory. My second honorable mention is technically another blue fragrance. Well, it is a blue fragrance for the most part, but this is supposed to be inspired by something that's a little bit more expensive. The fragrance I'm talking about is Bleu de Chanel. Any of those formulations would be great. I don't actually own a bottle of Bleu de Chanel right now. I did have samples of it, but I didn't want to show the sample. So Bleu de Chanel is the second one. The reason why I'm putting Missoni Parfum as an honorable mention is because, to me, this is the closest you'll get to Bleu de Chanel. The only difference between this and Bleu de Chanel is that it doesn't have the incense, and I kind of like that greenish vetiver feel that you get in Bleu de Chanel. However, this is very solid, and it's a good performing fragrance all year round. It is mass appealing. You can pick these up at the rack stores throughout the country. Talk about Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington, not Burlington, I don't want to say Burlington, but I know Marshalls and TJ Maxx, I've seen this in there. So the second honorable mention is actually going to be Bleu de Chanel, but I wanted to bring you something that's just as similar to it, and that's Missoni Parfum. So let's hop into the actual list. These are going to be in no particular order for the most part. I'm just going to run right through them and tell you why I believe, and why I believe they're good, and why they will always be fragrances that I would recommend. So the first one is going to come from the house of Montblanc, and that one is Montblanc Explorer. Montblanc Explorer is another complimenting, mass appealing, beautiful fragrance. It has citruses, has a little bit of smoke in it. Obviously, you know this gets compared to Creed Aventus. Everybody said this is budget Creed Aventus. At the end of the day, this is just as good as Creed Aventus to me. It just doesn't have that Creed Aventus price tag. And honestly, Creed Aventus is kind of getting played out because it's on everybody's list, but I can't deny that the formulation works. So starting out the list, we're going to go with Montblanc Explorer. Baby Creed Aventus is what I call it. This next one is a great one for the summer. I think this one gets compared to a Creed fragrance as well. Obviously, this one's going to be at a budget. As of right now, I don't own any Creeds in my collection right now, but this one comes from the house of Tommy Bahama, and that is Tommy Bahama St. Bart's. So what I get from St. Bart's is this tropical, fruity concoction with a little bit of coconut in it as well. And it's a beautiful smelling fragrance. Longevity is not that great on it, but one thing I can say about it, it smells good. It has like this coconut lime type of feel to it. But it's a beautiful fragrance, especially for that spring and summertime. I'm always going to recommend this for the spring and the summer. Longevity, I get about 6 hours, which is decent. I'll be sure to get you guys the price points to all of these fragrances as well. It'll be in the bio, or yeah, you know what I mean. So St. Bart's, man, let's keep it rolling. The next one I got for you guys comes from the House of Montblanc as well. I think I got about 4 of them that come from the House of Montblanc. And this one is their take on Invictus Aqua by Paco Rabanne. And this one is Legend Spirit. Legend Spirit, fruity bubblegum, mass appealing, sweet fragrance. But it smells absolutely phenomenal. Pretty decent performance as well. I get anywhere from 7 to 8 hours on scan. It does leave a nice cloud bubble. If you don't want to do this, you can also go with, if you want something that's a little bit more powerful and long lasting, I would go with Versace HOUSE. However, we're gonna go out with this one here. That one is Montblanc Legend Spirit. This next one is a love at first sniff for me. This one also comes from the House of Montblanc as well. Has raspberry. Gets compared to another Creed fragrance, and that is Original Santal. This one is Montblanc Individual. This one smells like raspberry, fresh, clean fabric softener, but in a good way. It smells absolutely phenomenal. I believe you can wear this all year round as well. I believe that sweetness from that raspberry has enough body and depth for you to wear it in the wintertime or those colder seasons. Obviously, you just adjust your sprays. But I will always recommend this, especially considering to like guys that's just starting their fragrance collection. This is a staple that you have to have. I think you can pick these up on discounts for like 20-some bucks, bro. So it doesn't hurt the pockets, and it smells good, and it lasts a pretty decent time. That is Montblanc Individual. This one's also another fragrance you can wear all year round. It's a prototypical blue fragrance. You can wear all year round. It smells absolutely phenomenal, mass appealing. Women love it, and I get, I don't know if I can say hell. I get a lot of compliments with it, and this one comes from the House of Gianni Versace, and that is Versace Dylan Blue. Dylan Blue, citrus, kind of, I guess, I'm Ambroxan type of feel, but it's a long-lasting blue fragrance. I could have went with Versace Mano Fresh, but I just like this one. This one has a little bit more of a grown-up feel to me. This is also a fragrance that I believe that beginners should definitely start off with. It's a beautiful, beautiful citrus, citrusy fragrance, and it's pretty linear to me for the most part. But yeah, Versace Dylan Blue. I don't know. I told y'all every time I get on these videos, man, I can't talk right. I don't know what it is. This next one is a love at first sniff for me as well. You can pick these up at the rack stores for the most part all over the country. This one also gets compared to a Creed fragrance as well. This is Budget Military Imperial, but I really like it. Yeah, synthetic. Yeah, it doesn't smell real or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, it still works, and it's long lasting, and it smells good. From Sean John. Sean John Unforgivable. So, oh, my bill came down. But yeah, Sean John Unforgivable is Military Imperial on a budget. Has that beautiful sticky plum. Obviously, like I said, it's pretty synthetic. It's not a really real plum, but it still smells really good. Really good. Longevity on that, I get 7 to 8 hours for a synthetic fragrance. You can pick that up for close to nothing as well. That's definitely under the $30 range. So Sean John Unforgivable also will be a fragrance that I will recommend forever. It smells good, it works, and hey, I'm just dropping gems for you. I'm just giving y'all the cheat codes, you know what I'm saying? So on to the next one. This next one from the House of D&G, Dolce Gabbana. You can go with any formulation. It's pretty self-explanatory. Dolce & Gabbana the one. Prototypical date night fragrance. Prototypical winter and fall fragrance. I mean, it's just a nice, sweet, seductive, alluring fragrance. As I say, you can go with any formulation. This is the EDT. You can do the EDP, you can do the intense version. There's so many formulations of it. You can do if you want the oud, you can go with Royal Night. There's so many formulations, but at the end of the day, this identity with this fragrance is just, it works, man. Doesn't last that long as, you know, D&G. It just don't last that long. I get anywhere from 5 to 6 hours on scan, But you know, it's a date night fragrance to me, so I'm not really looking for it to last that long. But it is a fragrance that I will recommend forever. Dolce Gabbana, the one. This next one, I started off with this and I picked it back up at one of the rack stores for the Lola. I think it was like 13 bucks. But I started off with this fragrance and I'm glad I picked it up again. Comes from the House of Nautica. To me, the best one in the group, that's Nautical Life. You can pick this 100 ml bottle up off fragrance discounters for like $14, $15, under 20 bucks for sure. But that is Nautical Life. Fresh, sea salty, blue fragrance. Longevity on this, I get anywhere from 5 to 6 hours. I mean, it's a freshie, so I'm not expecting it to last that long, but it is a beautiful fragrance and another fragrance that I feel like for beginners you should have. Nautical Life, man. Pick it up. So we're down to the final two. So obviously I've been giving a lot of love to like the freshies and stuff like that, so it's only right that I drop another fall and winter staple that I have to have that I'm going to always recommend to people. This one comes from the House of Azzaro, Mr. Bang Bang himself. Azzaro, Wanted by Night. Wanted by Night, beautiful, alluring, sexy, cinnamon, sweet, spicy, killer. It's a killer. Every time I wear this, I get a compliment. I get, ooh, you smell good. Or, ooh, what's that? So, I'm putting you onto a gem right now. If you don't have it in your collection already, man, this is a beautiful fragrance for that fall, winter time, date night, or even if you just want to wear it casually in those winter and fall situations, man. Azzaro Wanted by Night, that's gonna do the trick for you. The last one, we down to the final one. This is another love at first sniff for me. My mother bought me this, so it's even more special to me. It's just a fresh, powdery, pepper, beautiful scent. I believe it's the prototypical work scent. I think it'll be great in work situations. And this one comes from the House of Burberry, man, and that is Burberry Touch. As I said, powdery, violet, peppery. It's just a nice scent. It's a love at first sniff for me because this is something that I wear to work. Obviously I had to re-up and my mom got me a bottle of it, so I'm thankful to my mom for giving me this. And it's gonna always be something that I recommend simply because I believe it's great in the work situation. Obviously spring and summer, I believe this is great too. And it's a classic, man. It's a classic. Wrapping out on my 10 fragrances that I will always recommend. It's Burberry Touch, man. Burberry Touch. Burberry. Anyways, man, those are going to be the 10 fragrances that I'll always recommend to you guys, man. Like, it's budget friendly. It's not too expensive, obviously, besides Sauvage. But for the most part, you can find these under 50 bucks, man. So I think these are absolutely phenomenal fragrances. I think it's something that you guys should definitely have in your stash if you don't have it already, man. My name is Jeremy. I appreciate you guys for rocking out with me on House of Kollasus. Until we meet again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that button right there at the bottom, man. I need that. I need that. Help the channel. I appreciate you guys for all the love, the support of this channel, and it's constantly growing. And I'm going to get up there. I'm going to be one of the best to do it. I'm telling you. Until we meet again, peace.